Well, I can tell you guys that there was a lot of thought, um, a lot of thought involved with this, but I think I'm okay with my decision. Let's cue the intro one more time. Hey, brothers and sisters, MFFLs alike. Lindy Endzone is back in the building for one last touchdown. Took the lead for the Philadelphia Eagles one video at a time and dropped buckets for my Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, I did and I did not expect to make a video like this. For a lot of you, this is going to feel abrupt. Is going to feel it's going to feel sudden. It's going to catch a lot of you off guard. But as the title suggests, yeah, this is my final score for my channel. And well, I tried to base everything on my content through total 100% honesty, like anybody else would with the same agenda. But over the course of time, and I don't want it to come across as any means of selfishness in the success that I have somewhat built up over the course of time that I put into the channel. But I fell so far behind in coverage of my teams. I was, I felt completely out of touch to a point where I just don't share the love or the desire I used to in the concept of creating this channel from the very beginning. And this isn't to necessarily say that I'm going to, disappear from the face of the earth. I hope that I've built a collection of friendships over the course of time that I've invested into my channel, and meeting a lot of subscribers and a lot of other content creators that I will get to in a second. But it's just it's not there anymore. I hate to say it, everybody. It's that love of the hobbies. It's not there anymore, and sometimes it happens that way. I don't know. I can't really explain it. I just don't have that. I just don't have that drive that I once used to, and and part of me wished that I can go back to a life without having a YouTube channel, and put more of my time towards um, other hobbies, or um, building a household here, or even devoting more of that time to Mrs. Endzone. And the two of us are gonna want to start a family soon, and I know that I have met content creators that already multitask that way, but I can't. If I'm not 100%, I can't give you guys 100%, and that's not fair to everybody that has supported me in this journey. So before I close out, I cannot forget the support of every subscriber that has devoted some of their time to listening to me babble on my takes of the Eagles over the course of the last couple of seasons, and watching my Dallas Mavericks, and covering some of their games, and film room studies. Um, you know, I loved the support. I truly did. So thank you to everybody that has contributed some of their time to watching my content. Thank you. And well, as for subscribers, I also cannot forget um, this list of content creators here. It's between content creators and who I've worked with personally, and content creators who I was in the process of wanting to work with at some point in the future, or have watched them for a long time before I even made my own channel. But I know you guys can read this, but well, I'm not gonna say I know, but I would think most of you can read them off, but I will personally as well. Thank you to JC Sports Talk, who is formerly known as JC Eagles Talk, changed his name, wanted to do more of a broader coverage of sports outside of the Eagles. A contributor to my series Touchdown Talk. Coach Dante, thank you to him as well. Met him through the same universe of Eagles content creators, bringing himself into the mix for also loving his Houston sports teams. He became a member of the Eagles content creator community. Thank you to him. One of my old Discord buddies, who is another content creator, and Jordy Fighter, running 4 different podcasts. The continuous support that he has given me over the years, and vice versa, and really trying to make something for ourselves outside of Discord, voice chat, and text chat with the rest of the PSN community, who I will get to soon. As you can see, they're the very last name at the bottom, BLSG, Bird Gang 31, Where You Hiding, One Trey Rock, Night Inks, and most of these content creators are individuals who I have either worked with on my channel or theirs, or participated in roundtable streams. The HPL, and more specifically, a part of that, Lucas Hallman, who has shown awesome support, and I have had him on the channel at some points, and working with Philly content creators to discuss stuff about their 76ers. Good buddy and AK for his channel, the Eagles Uncensored Podcast. Not sure if that letter looks like an A from here. I meant to put an O. I'm not sure. Yeah, that might be a. I may have spelled that. It looks like an A. I don't know. But like I said, AK, just remember the very first time you were on my channel, and helping me out with Jordy and Jay Fizzle Dizzle with the previous year's draft coverage, and moments like that where they really sparked you into making your own YouTube channel that has been quite the success to this point. And just thank you for the reciprocated support to me. Al Kabir, the analyst, never got to work with him, but content creator that I've watched for a while, and he does great in what he does. Darius Dalton, another one, he used to pop up in his live streams every now and then. Had some pretty good takes that I've agreed with at points. BPS, Big Play Slay, another contributor to my channel. We had our live streams in the past, and some pretty funny moments that I'm sure you darn well remember, with whether it was with bashing the Lakers or Giants content creators and streams. Always had a fun time. Philly Jim, who has went to changing his channel to now called The Gauntlet, a podcast that he has been running with a group of buddies for quite some time, and really making strides for himself, and in being one that has that press pass to been getting press passes to interview some of the Rams and Bengals players before the Super Bowl, and a lot of big things coming for him. Very proud of what he has accomplished, and I know, Jim, you wanted me to be a part of Eagles free agency matters and coverage when you got to that point. I do apologize for what seems like sneaking out the back door, and that I'm sorry about that. But we had some great streams, very good chemistry, and going back and forth with each other. Birdman 951, the only the only content creator that I have merch from, that he has gifted me in that long ago little contest I won in a introduction stream on his channel, when he interviewed me and played a little mini game, and won a sticker of his, and Mrs. Birdman creating this Weapon X coffee mug. Kept it on my table here ever since. Um, I know we have had plenty of discussions we didn't agree upon, and that goes for anybody. But the gratitude for everybody on this list is the same no matter what. So thank you, Birdman. Birds and Bros podcast consisting of Moochie Robinson, who is on this list, and Pablo Gary. Thank you guys as well. Been meaning to do more work with the two of you, and you guys got a pretty good platform to work on there, and good job to all the success that you've gotten up to this point. DE Desert Eagle 90, finally had you on my channel. Didn't seem like too long ago in contributing to an episode of Touchdown Talk, and it was great to get you on here, man. And of course, as I am to this point, DE and I share a love for cars, more specifically with the game Gran Turismo 7, and I've already I've already beaten some of your license times. I was up and down on my friends list with it, but got to top some of my licensing times on there. But this is to say, like I said, I'm not completely disappearing. I still have my Twitter. For anybody that would like to continue to stay in touch with me outside of my channel, outside of maybe outside of Twitter, let me know. My inbox is open to continue to talk to some of you guys. I hope that I haven't just made partnerships or just through collaborations, but friendships as well. Something that seems so small on this platform of YouTube, how much bigger the picture is, and just making friends with people on a computer screen because you love you love the same thing they do, and as something as simple as a sports team, what it has done up to this point. Thanks again, DE. Robert for Philly Sports Talk Podcast, and Mitch Kofsky. Great times that we have had, two of you being other contributors to my series Touchdown Talk, hanging out with you guys over on your channels, draft coverages, you name it. Thank you to you two guys as well. Philly Foothills for the Nest out west. A part of the East Meets West podcast with him, Eagles Uncensored, and Vic 3, who I failed to put on this list here. I could have swore that I subscribed to your channel, Vic. I do apologize for not putting you on this list, but I'm glad I mentioned you anyway. And of course, this list is obviously in no particular order. I just went on my YouTube page and and looked at all of my subscriptions on the left hand side and singled out everybody's channels that I'm subscribed to. So you three again, thank you. Already mentioned Moochie Robinson, of course, part of Birds and Bros. Like I said to y'all, y'all have done a great job up to this point between the podcast and your channel itself, Moochie, and you know, thank you again. Joey Shakes, whether it was collaboration or Destiny streams or anything else. Um, I'm glad to have, like I said, I'm not only of I'm not only glad to have worked with some of you guys on this list, but I'm also glad to call you guys friends as well. Massive thank you to Joey for um, for what he has done, and yeah, yeah. Tone to Shields for Chalk It Up Sports. We just had a episode on Touchdown Talk. You know, got a little bit of everything in there. Um, whether it was the Eagles or Mavericks, threw the Braves in the conversation as well for for graps and giggles, and another good man looking to take his channel to the next level, and the steps that he has taken to this point have put him in a very good place. So thank you again. Philly Insider Podcast with the PIP crew and Hunter Doyle. Awesome streams we used to have together, being a part of call-in shows, mock drafts. As the dogs go upstairs, I left the door open, so there might be echoes. Sports talk with Let's Go Birds. I remember the reaction videos I used to make in your 1v1s of basketball. One of the very first content creators that invited me on a collaboration stream that went that went totally well. That went totally well. The very beginnings for me, when I had a crappy Wi-Fi connection, the laptop was not up to par, cutting in and out. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Joe Castro for Philly the podcast. Another one that has shown very early support to my channel when I first booted it up. One of the very first commenters on a video I created of a content creator that was well on his way to making something big, and with him over 3,000 subscribers to this point, and watching your journey, Joe. Needless to say, there's a lot of influential individuals on here, just in terms of showing the example of that there is success in this, and I thank you for your belief in me from the very beginning, Castro. I appreciate everything that you have done for your channel, and you have done for me. Keep the notion with Philly Notion. Warm it up though. Oh man, the unique energy Notion has possessed is second to none. every time I every time I think about it, man, it's you're so memorable. Um, and now him being a part of the you know Bird Gang, uh, Bird Gang Sports um, Media. If I'm messing the name up, BG, I'm sorry, but I failed to mention that is Bird Gang 31's network that he has. He does have quite a bit of content creators on here that are on the network already. So congratulations to that and your continued success. But again, thank you, Notion. Philly Fresh. Remember you from the very beginning, from the very beginnings of um, my channel, and I remember being part of a Battle Birds podcast call-in. I think I was a part of two of them, if I'm not mistaken, a long time ago. And from that moment, I I know that I improved quite a lot from the very beginning, and between Fresh and Steven Hyder for Gate City Sports and Philly Mike for the Philly Talk podcast. The BBP was always entertaining. You guys work off of each other so well. So between the three of you, thank you for the examples that you guys set in your content, and the successful channels that you have made up to this point. King Dingbat himself, Philly 500. Um, it was a long-term goal of mine to get guys like Philly 500 and LB, Lord Brunson, a number of content creators on the channel, and I may be missing a few content creators on here that I can think off, that I could think off the top of my head, because it's a long list. It's a long list, but you know, a lot of these, individuals on here, a lot of these people made, have made the biggest impacts in what made my channel what it was. Like I have said from the beginning, thank you guys for that. Philly Take with RB. Thanks to you, RB. Um, I still appreciate the opportunity I was given in having you on my channel for a pretty long conversation of Sixers and Mavericks talk. And um, to tell you the truth, I don't feel I did a very good job. I felt that I rambled on for too long at some points, and I always thought that um, that I could try and get another stream going to redeem myself, and try and develop a chemistry, or you know working relationship there, and or a friendship, or what have you, much like a lot of you guys on this list. And that stream also had Mitch Kofsky in it as well. That was very successful. One of the top viewed streams that I had. Thanks, RB. Really proud of what you've done for your channel as well. Big contributor in the Sixers content community. Big contributor. You love your 76ers, and everybody. There's so many people that show up for your play-by-plays. Entertaining. Just thank you, and continue to do what you do. Gate City, Philly Mike, uh, run it back. Run It Back Philly with DJ Eastwood. Um, I think I've watched your channel for about a couple of years, in a mix of between before I had my channel and after I created it. Um, you know, weren't afraid to speak your mind at any point. Um, I remember I remember some of the older, older um, older videos with with the Eagles rants and how entertaining they were, but how 100 they were at the same time. I remember I used to listen to those in the mornings on my way to work, as I did with a lot of everybody else's content on here. That's a part of the content. That's a part of the entertainment that we create for a wider audience. So, Eastwood, thank you as well. LB Lord Brunson, another one that I've watched for a very long time. One of the highly respected voices in the Eagles content creator community, and another one that I have longed to want to work with at some point. You know, love his character, love his continued willingness to be 100 in everything he had said, not backing down. And took his taking his takes to the listen to me, taking his opinions to the grave. Never back down from anything. So thank you as well, LB. And of course, last, certainly not least, PSN, Philly Sports Network. The network over there, Liam Jenkins, has been running for quite some time, and watching from humble beginnings to just being so successful as you are, Liam. Like I have said, before, this is like what you have done for your channel, what you have done for your network has been massive to this point, to what you've been able to do, and getting in local Philadelphia papers. It's unbelievable, and you deserve all the success, and in the number of sleepless nights and constant sacrificing that you have done to make Philly Sports Network what it is today. Like like everybody else in some capacity on this list, everybody has made sacrifices to make their channels what they are. Of course, based on their life situations. There's a lot, there's either a little or a lot that goes into this, but it's all a part of what kind of sacrifice and what kind of commitment that you are going to dedicate to making a channel like this work. And, much like everybody else, Liam for PSN is a prime example. And a special thank you to everybody that I have talked to in the PSN Discord for years, leading up to the point of me creating my own channel. Can't remember countless conversations in the PSN chat that I have had. Whether it is Jay Fizzle Dizzle or Jordy Fighter or Darth, Steven, one of the writers for PSN, Chris Infante popping up every now and then in the Discord. I can go on and on. The amount of names that pop up from that Discord, but that's pretty long video. Seems like a live stream, but I wanted to make sure that I have taken the time to explain myself as easy and clear as I possibly could, and I wanted to take my time to thank everybody that has contributed in any capacity and um, helping me make my channel what it was to this point. Um, I sincerely appreciate it, but you know, sometimes things have to come to an end, and yeah, yeah. But that'll that'll do it for me, everybody. Um, Again, I appreciate the support that I have been given over what seems like 2 years. I think December would have been 2 years that I have had my channel up, and um, but yeah, like I said, I can't give you guys 100% if I'm not 100% into this anymore. But and I know I'm repeating myself to this point, but like I said, it's not like I'm gonna die. It's not like I'm dying or anything, or disappearing. Um, I'll still be on Twitter for those that want to reach out and to continue to hang out and Twitter DMs with me, or add me on PlayStation Network. I got a PS4. Maybe we got some of the same games. Can play together. But yeah, thank you, everybody. And with that, fly Eagles fly, bleed green. Go Mavs, MFFLs. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Content creators, I wish you all continued success for what you are doing to your channels. Don't let the flame die. You guys have been doing a great job, and I will still be around to support you all in any way that I can. And with that, Lindy has scored his last touchdown. I will see you all later. Give you one more outro.